I've broken the world into two different kinds of people, people who are Italian and people who wish they were Italian.
Here, get smart, be strong. If you wanted the respect from the people, you have to take it from them, Francesco. It is up to you.
Made in Italy is a show that I wrote and debuted in 2016 that takes inspiration from my family's experiences immigrating from Abruzzo to Alberta, and more specifically my father's experiences growing up in Jasper in the 70s as a bit of an outsider because he was Italian. Well, I think growing up with Italians, for one thing, they're so boisterous and so animated at the dinner table, and I felt like much of my family were storytellers. Once you were sitting with a glass of wine and a meal in front of you. And my father was a performer from day one. I grew up with a dad who was a gigging musician. And that left a real impact on me. And I'm a singer, and it's something that we have in common. And so I thought, well, definitely that's something I wanted to represent in the show, which was also a gateway then to representing awesome 70s music. The 70s are like another renaissance for Italian Canadians or Italian North Americans, because then suddenly Italians rose to the height of pop culture in film and music. What's rich for me is that the nucleus of the story was born from the fact that my father grew up in a difficult scenario as an Italian. It made him different. And so that he wished he wasn't, I think, for a while. And I think there's a lot of things in Made in Italy that people can potentially see themselves reflected in, whether it's cultural or otherwise, or musical, or even just the craft itself. You don't have to be born in Italy to embrace those values. What I've experienced across the country is that audiences really relate to the Italian details, but sometimes non-Italians relate to details associated with being an immigrant in Canada or growing up as an outsider. Please come to the Granville Island stage and join me for a glass of wine and an evening of music and laughs and cultural celebration.